You recently commented on X about the increasing use of psychedelics in research these days. I always thought of psychedelics as being orthogonal to this work, but not really in line with it. What do you see as the role of psychedelics?
Great question. Psychedelics are useful only for opening, and even that is only in some people, and they do carry some risks with them, so they should not be used casually. In the contemporary West, for what I don't understand exactly the reasons, there's been a great resurgence in the enthusiasm about hallucinogens, so everything from LSD to DMT and psilocybin, so on and so forth. Now, under proper guidance and with the proper type of person, by which I mean proper temperament, and in the absence of any risk factors, then at times hallucinogenic plants and drugs can be very useful in opening someone up for the first time. But their shine quickly loses, and you realize that anything that you learn from there is not always false, but probably false or probably not of much significance. And so most serious folks, they leave those behind very real quick, and they just move to getting to the real thing, because all the drugs do is like, let's take DMT. It basically just deorganizes your brain, right? It desynchronizes and so on and so forth. And what you're seeing is just raw noise. And then how you would interpret that depends entirely on you. And so some people see machine elves, somebody else sees fairies, somebody else sees clouds, or just diffuse, diffractal experiences. But you're not going to get to the truth that way. It's for some people it can be useful. I'll leave it at that.
I've never taken any. Does it mirror waking up at all?
Only in the most superficial ways. What's more similar would be something like diving into an ocean when you scuba diving for the first time, and all of a sudden the world just kind of changes, and there's no, the gravity's not the same, the sound is different, the place is different. It's kind of, I mean, it's the phase shift, right?
Yeah.
There's another phase shift when you get out of a hot shower and you hit the cold air and it kind of like braces you. But these are very, very, very poor metaphors. It's a phase shift in consciousness, but none of those come anywhere close to it.
Okay. Yeah, and you can see that from the work that Don Juan did with Carlos.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That's a funny story I'll tell you more about sometime.